and welcome to Scholastic Challenge. Scholastic Challenge is a quick recall academic competition for students from area high schools. I'm Gary Stearns, a history professor at Elizabethtown Community and Technical College, and I will moderate today's match. Our judge today is Sarah Edwards, Institutional Effectiveness Director at HCEC-TV. Even though our teams are familiar with the rules, I would like to state that although Scholastic Challenge is similar to Governor's Cup, it is a Hardin County Schools competition. Today's contestants are from Central Hardin High School and Edmonson County High School. Here to tell us about the players and coach of Central Hardin is Jackson Riddle.
Zachary Townsend is a senior at Central Hardin High School. He is the son of Dan and Eileen Townsend of Elizabethtown, Kentucky. Outside of school, he enjoys watching movies, taking walks, shopping, and spending time with friends. In addition to academic team, he participates in Y Club, Young Democrats, Student Council, and Beta Club. He plans on attending a university to study meteorology. Lindy Barnes is a junior at Central Hardin High School. She is the daughter of Ben and Lisa Barnes. In addition to academic team, she is a member of the cross-country team, Beta Club, Young Democrats, Executive Council, and Book Club. She was also one of 6 Central students selected in 2023 to attend the Governor's School for the Arts. She's focused on creative writing. Every week after school, she volunteers at Willow Creek Assisted Living to teach residents how to use technology. Her hobbies include running, weightlifting, acting, writing, and reading, especially if it is in the work of Shakespeare. She plans on attending college with an undecided major. Sophia Stover is a senior at Central Hardin High School. She is the daughter of Laura and Albert Stover of Elizabethtown, Kentucky. Outside of the academic team, she is an officer in the Beta Club, a copy editor of the early college newspaper, and a member of the early college program at EC3. Stover is also an alumni of the 2023 Governor's Scholar Program, the 2023 Kentucky Youth Tour, and a semifinalist for the National Reagan Leadership Scholarship. Outside of school, Sophia volunteers with the Friends of the Hardin County Library and serves as ambassador for Kentucky's first Rural Co-ops Vote Initiative. Sophia Stover plans on attending a university in Kentucky to study law and business. Claire Nussbaumer is a junior at Central Hardin High School. She's the daughter of David and Jana Nussbaumer. In addition to academic team, she is a member of Beta Club, the cross-country team, and Book Club. Outside of school, she enjoys reading, sculpting, and participating in the community with Girl Scouts and Beta. She intends to go to college and major in ecology and conversation. Coach Charles Pearsall is in his 9th year at Central Hardin High School. He has been involved in academic team, both as a coach and a student, since 1986. A veteran of over 20 years, teaching physics and math is his lifelong passion. In his spare time, he enjoys tabletop miniature games, playing the saxophone, and amateur astronomy.
And now, Emma Sackett will introduce the players and coach for Edmonson County High School.
Ethan Panay is a freshman at Edmonson County High School. Besides the academic team, he is involved in the Beta Club and DECA. In his free time, he draws maps and plays basketball. In the future, he plans to start his own business. Olivia Madison is the daughter of Wes and Melissa Madison of Brownsville. She is a junior at Edmonson County High School. Olivia enjoys reading, singing, and chemistry, which she plans to major in at Western Kentucky University. Evie Bolton is the daughter of Lindsay and Andrew Bolton. She is a senior at Edmonson County High School. She participates in FFA and enjoys working with her animals at home. She plans to attend Murray State University for her undergrad before transferring to Auburn University to study veterinary medicine. Ian Dooley is a junior at Edmonson County High School. He is the son of Jason and Jennifer Dooley of Cleveland Springs. He enjoys playing varsity soccer, being outdoors, playing card games, and watching football with his dad. Ian wants to attend Murray State University to study physics. This is his 7th year on the Edmonson County academic team. Jennifer Dooley is the head coach of the Edmonson County academic team. Ms. Dooley also serves as the Edmonson County middle and high school librarian and is the founder of Edmonson County Drama. This is Ms. Dooley's 26th year in education.
Coaches, you may return to your seats now. Contestants, remember you may interrupt the reading of a toss-up by buzzing in. However, if your answer is incorrect, the question will be reread in its entirety. For the opposing team, the teams may confer on bonus questions, and the team captain may defer to another team player to give the answer. Remember, the bounce back bonus is in effect. All questions are worth 1 point, and each half is 10 minutes long. Teams, are you ready? First question is a toss-up. What English romantic poet composed Ode to the West Wind?
Central Barnes.
Shelley.
That is correct. Your bonus question. Montevideo is the capital of what country?
Uruguay.
That is right. New toss-up. What is the y-intercept of x over 5 plus y over 6 equals 10? Time, the answer there is 0 and 60. A new toss-up. Which actress holds the record for the most Academy Award nominations?
Central Stover.
Streep.
That is correct, Meryl Streep. No calculators on this math question. What would be the simple interest on a one-year loan of $3,500 at 8%?
Units. I designate Zach.
No answer.
I designate Ian.
No, sir.
That is $280. A new toss-up. This insect can fly short distances at speeds of 75 miles an hour. What is this insect?
Central Nose Bomber.
Dragonfly.
Is that a hesitation?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. That is correct. Dragonfly is right. So you earn a bonus. First and last name required. In 1946, the picture of Winged Liberty on the Mercury dime was replaced by whose image?
Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
That is correct. A new toss-up. Name the Soviet space station which fell out of the orbit in March 2001.
Central Stover.
Sputnik.
Incorrect. Edmonson. Time. Mir. A new toss-up. Give the word which identifies any of the children of Uranus and Gaia in Greek mythology.
Edmonson Bolton.
Titans.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. What is the element with an atomic number of 50 and the symbol SN?
10.
That is right. A new toss-up. Water separates Saudi Arabia from Ethiopia.
Edmonson Panay.
Red Sea.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. What adjective is applied to a polygon in which all sides and all angles are congruent? Answer?
Equilateral.
Incorrect. Central?
Regular.
That is right, regular. A new toss-up. The axis of symmetry for a function and its inverse is expressed by which line?
Edmonson Bolton.
X equals 0.
Incorrect. Central?
Edmonson Towns or Central Townsend.
Y equals X.
That is right. Here's your bonus question. During the 1979 parliamentary campaign, this candidate said, "What Britain needs is an iron lady." Identifies this candidate.
Margaret Thatcher.
That is correct. Here's a toss-up. Produced by the pancreas, this hormone allows glucose.
Edmonson Bolton.
Insulin.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. Give the English name for the group of islands over which Argentina and Great Britain fought a 2-month war in 1982.
I designate Ethan.
Falkland Islands.
That is correct. A new toss-up. When the numerator and the denominator in a fraction are relatively prime, what two-word term is used to describe the function? Time. Lowest terms. A new toss-up. Who wrote the short story Brother Rabbit's Cradle containing the character Uncle Remus?
Central Barnes.
George Chandler Harris.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. The Sinai Peninsula is part of what country?
Egypt.
That is correct. A new toss-up. She was the daughter of Zeus and Demeter. Name this goddess.
Central Nose Bomber.
Persephone.
That is correct. Goddess of grain. Here's your bonus. Two parallel lines extending to infinity appear to meet. What is the artistic term of this phenomenon?
Vanishing point.
Incorrect. Edmonton?
Focal point.
No. The answer here is perspective. A new toss-up. Who was the Secretary of State during George Washington's presidential term?
Edmonson Medicine.
Thomas Jefferson.
That is correct. Your bonus is a math question. Simplify the quantity I to 4 minus I squared.
I designate Olivia.
-1.
Incorrect. Simple?
I designate Zach.
I.
No, the answer here is 2. New toss-up. The two nasal passages of the nose are separated by a wall of tissue. What is this area?
Central Nose Bomber.
Septum.
That is correct. Your bonus. The capital city of the Dominican Republic is the oldest city founded by Spain in the New World. What is it?
I designate Claire.
Quebec.
Incorrect.
I designate Ethan.
Santo Domingo.
That is right. A new toss-up. What name is given to the decimal place that is 6 places to the right of the decimal point?
Central Townsend.
Millionth.
That is correct. And here's your bonus. What name is given to the process in which a substance is decomposed by the catalytic presence of an enzyme?
I designate Claire.
Denaturization.
Incorrect. Edmonton?
Chemical decomposition.
No, we're looking for enzymolysis. A new toss-up. In 2004, Ron Chernow published a biography of which American?
Central Stover.
Alexander Hamilton.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. Seattle, Washington is based on a large body of water which connects to the Pacific Ocean. What is this body of water?
I designate Zach.
Puget Sound.
That is correct. A new toss-up. What is the first commercially successful talking picture?
Central Stover.
Gone with the Wind.
Incorrect. Edmonton?
Edmonton Bolton.
Casablanca.
Sorry, it's the jazz singer. A new toss-up. The younger or prose Edda and the elder or poetic Edda are the primary literary sources of what body?
Central Barnes.
Iceland.
Judge? No, I'm sorry, not going to take that. Let me reread. The younger or prose Edda and the elder or poetic Edda are the primary literary sources of what body of mythology?
Edmonton Bolton.
Norse.
That is correct. Norse mythology is what we Here's your bonus. Ratified in 1791, this amendment to the U.S. Constitution declared that no one can be forced to testify against himself.
Fifth.
That is correct. And that signals the end of the first half with the score Edmonson County 9 and Central Hardin 15. Here is a brief video about Central Hardin.
Central Hardin High School opened in 1990 when the Hardin County Board of Education elected to merge East Hardin High School and West Hardin High School into the former Hardin Central Middle School building. It is our biggest high school and has more students than any of our other schools. But don't let the size fool you. Central Hardin High School has a tradition of academic excellence. It is consistently among the state's leaders in assessment scores, and its students do well in and out of the classroom.
Central Hardin High School, established in 1990, is a comprehensive high school, accredited by the Kentucky State Department of Education and the Southern Association of the Colleges and Secondary Schools. Our school community is made up of a diverse population from several small communities located in the central and southern parts of Hardin County, Kentucky. Academic excellence is exemplified in many dual credit, AP, and honor classes offered to students. In 2015, the scores from Kentucky's Unbridled Learning School Accountability Assessment ranked Central Hardin 34th in the state, placing it among the top 4% of high schools in Kentucky. Central Hardin students have the ability of attaining college and career readiness at the Early College and Career Center. The Fighting Bruins have a winning tradition of athletic excellence.
50, he's at the 40, he's at the 30, the 20, the 10, touchdown Central Hardin. Call me Nostradamus because I called that one from the beginning.
These teams after it. Ball's hit the right field. If that stays fair, it's going to drop in the corner. One runs in. Arnett was running. He's going to score.
Students have an opportunity to participate in a large number of clubs and organizations. As well as its award-winning band and JROTC programs. Central Hardin is also home to a nationally recognized pre-engineering program and VEX robotics teams. Central Hardin High School students aspire Bruin excellence in everything they do.
Now Emma Sackett will tell us a little about Edmonson County High School.
Edmonson County High School is located in Brownsville, Kentucky, adjacent to beautiful Mammoth Cave National Park. Jonathan Williams serves as the principal with an enrollment of approximately 600 students. Our mission is to provide instruction to all students, which will prepare them to be successful and productive members of society. To that end, ECHS provides dual credit, advanced placement, and industry-certified courses in several fields such as science, math, English, welding, auto mechanics, nursing, and engineering. We also endeavor to provide students with a well-rounded education by hosting numerous extracurricular opportunities, including fine arts, athletics, and service organizations. The Edmonson County High School academic team is grateful for the opportunity to participate in this year's Scholastic Challenge.
Thank you, Emma. Now we are ready to begin our second 10-minute half of this match with the score Central Hardin 15 and Edmonson County 9. First question is a toss-up. What term applies to the set of numbers 0, plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3?
Edmonson Dooley.
Real numbers?
Incorrect. Central Hardin?
Central Townsend.
Integers.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. The second step in the scientific method, this is a testable, possible explanation of a limited set of observations. What is it?
Hypothesis?
That is correct. A new toss-up. This game is divided into checkers. Name it.
Central Nose Bomber.
Rugby.
Sorry, no?
Edmonson Bolton.
Cricket.
Wrong, it is polo. A new toss-up. In what present country are the sites of the ancient cities of Nineveh?
Central Townsend.
Iraq.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. The two-word name of this 1901 Kentucky Derby winner is also the way one refers to a Roman Catholic cardinal in the third person. What is it?
No answer.
Edmonson County.
His papacy.
Well, you're close, but it is His Eminence. So a new toss-up. Identify the Scottish poet of such diverse poems as To a Mountain.
Central Stover.
Burns?
That is right, Robert Burns. Here's your bonus question. This alloy, traditionally used for fine tableware, is made up of 92.5% silver and 7.5% copper. What is the two-word name for this item?
Stainless steel?
Incorrect. Edmonson County?
Sterling silver.
That is right. A new toss-up. 60% of what Middle Eastern country consists of the Negev Desert?
Central Townsend.
Israel.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. What is the primary pigment responsible for capturing light energy during photosynthesis?
Yeah. Chlorophyll.
That is correct. Bonus. Derived from the Latin for 10 foot, what is the name of the group of marine animals that includes seals, sea lions, and walruses?
Central Nose Bomber.
Pinniped?
That is correct. Here's your bonus question. What does sine squared times the quantity negative pi over 7 plus cos squared times the quantity negative pi over 7 equal?
One?
That is correct. A new toss-up. Name the southernmost point of South America.
Edmonson Panay.
Tierra del Fuego.
Incorrect. Central Hardin?
Central Townsend.
Cape Horn.
That is right. Cape Horn. Here's your bonus. A sarcophagus is a coffin made of what material?
Stone?
That is right. A new toss-up. If you are suffering from aphasia, what element are you lacking?
Edmonson Bolton.
Taste.
Incorrect. Central Hardin?
Central Nose Bomber.
Iron.
Wrong, it's oxygen. A new toss-up. Ludwig van Beethoven wrote 5 concertos for piano and only 1 concerto for this instrument. What is it?
Central Barnes.
Violin.
That is correct. There's your bonus. What is the capital city of Senegal?
I designate Zach.
Senegal City.
Wrong. Edmonson County?
I designate Ethan.
Dakar.
That is correct. A new question, toss-up. What is the chemical symbol for the element tungsten?
Edmonson Dooley.
W.
That is right. Here's your bonus. When two line segments meet to form an angle, what name is given to the point at which they meet?
Point of intersection.
Incorrect. Central Hardin?
Vertex.
That is right. A new toss-up. In 1790, the first American factory was founded in Providence, Rhode Island. What did it produce?
Edmonson Bolton.
Cars.
Incorrect. Central Hardin?
Central Nussbaumer.
Cloth.
Incorrect. We need yarn. A new toss-up. What is the capital of Pakistan?
Edmonson Panay.
Islamabad.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. A Twinkie thief steals half of your Twinkies, puts one back, steals another half, then puts one back. You now have 9 Twinkies. How many did you originally have before the thief absconded with his loot?
42.
42.
Incorrect. Central Hardin?
I designate Zach.
16.
Sorry, the answer there is 30.
Dang, 20.
A new toss-up. Who wrote the novel White Noise?
Central Barnes.
Hesitation.
Let me reread. Who wrote the novel White Noise, which satirizes modern American society through the lens of a college professor named Jack Gladney and his family? Time. Don DeLilio. A new toss-up. What American film director's works include Taxi Driver, Kate?
Edmonson Bolton.
Martin Scorsese.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. Germany and Italy formed an alliance in 1936. Japan joined the following year. What was this alliance called?
Axis.
That is correct. The Axis Alliance. A new toss-up. Which composer's 3 romantic operas consist of The Flying Dutchman?
Central Barnes.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. Who commanded all Allied forces in Western Europe in 1944 and was elected American president in 1952 and in 1956?
Eisenhower.
That is correct. A new toss-up. In what country hosted the 2018 Winter Olympics?
Central Stover.
South Korea.
Incorrect. Edmonson County?
Edmonson Bolton.
Brazil.
That was wrong. I'm sorry. It's China. A new toss-up. In what year was George Washington first elected U.S. president?
Central Townsend.
1789.
That is correct. And your bonus, in what geologic era did the first mammals appear?
I designate Claire.
Jurassic.
Incorrect. Edmonson County?
Cenozoic.
Sorry?
Cenozoic.
Sorry, no, it's Mesozoic. A new toss-up. At Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, this ram's horn is blown.
Edmonson Bolton.
Chauffeur.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. What is the area of an equilateral triangle with sides of length 2 units?
Radical 2.
Incorrect. Central Hardin?
Radical 3.
I'm afraid I had to have the units. It's radical 3 units. New toss-up. This novel by Joseph Conrad.
Edmonson Bolton.
Heart of Darkness.
That's correct. And with the buzzer, our match ends with a score of Edmonson County 17 and the winning team Central Hardin with 30. Please join us for our next match of Scholastic Challenge.